Hey fags, welcome to Rock Up Podcast. Here's some nun slaughter.
Bye.
Doing the shit, living in your heart, spreading disease with a cancerous heart, bleeding and bleeding for a fuck. All we want from you is a fuck. Paying the debt to live your sin. You'll soon die in a coffin, ripping the flesh from the victim's bones. No one can help you, you're all alone. You ain't give on the cross. Drink the blood of the Lamb. Burn the holy cross. It's only Savior, Lord of all these seas. Lonely in the tent, living like a horse, spreading disease with a cancerous sword, baby and bleeding for a fuck. All we want from you is a fuck. Breathe the tent, then if you'll sin, you'll soon die in a coffin, ripping the flesh from the victim's bones. No one can help you, you're all alone. Yeah. Drink the blood of the Lamb. Burn the holy cross. I kill the innocent to please him and me.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rock Up Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm your host, your ghost host with the most, Joe Redbeard. With me, always, Micah Infernal.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope everyone had a lovely Yule, Christmas, and Saturnalia. Or if you don't believe in anything, I hope you just had like a nice Saturday.
Saturdays are cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, whatever.
Paid day off.
For you, not for me.
Really? That's stupid.
I don't know. Thank you to our sponsor, I almost said Rock Up Podcast.
We're sponsoring ourselves.
We sponsor ourselves today. Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing, 300 South State, Clearfield, Utah. Go there, get tattooed, get pierced. Any of you lovely folks want to reach us, rockuppodcast@gmail.com. Maybe we get back to you, maybe we don't.
Tell us something you want to hear us to talk about, maybe. Or if you got a cool band we don't know about, send us some info and maybe we'll play it.
If you have pictures of your ex-girlfriend in compromising positions, send them to us.
Totally nuded out is preferred.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm talking gaped.
Oh, I'm thinking you were talking about like tied up the hog tied or something. And
gaping. Gaping.
Two-fisted gaping.
Two fists gaping on an open fire.
On an open ass.
Jack Frost coming in her butt. I don't know, man. It's the holidays. What are you going to do? Yeah, man. You want to do the toast?
Yeah, man. It's a holiday extravaganza with Rock Up Podcast.
Yep. For the lost.
Yeah.
Cheers. Yummy.
Is that Sailor Jerry?
Yeah, it is. I just like rum a lot anymore.
Yeah, that's a spiced one. That's
I can just drink rum. It's terrible. But I don't get like angry and pissy like I do with whiskey.
Yeah.
But whiskey, I got to pace myself. I was at the liquor store the other day. I saw a fucking $250 bottle of Blue Label. You ever have that? Holy shit. Johnny Walker Blue Label.
I'm too cheap. $250. I'm like, you know how much beer that'll get me?
That's like a car payment.
Almost.
That's like a fucking car payment. Oh my God. But I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to get a bunch of people to go in on it
Oh, yeah.
and have Some Blue Label.
We'll have a snooty little testing party, like sipping it.
I can
Little snifter, little dram.
I can taste the notes of elves.
Barrel.
I can taste the oaky ball notes in the. Oh, is that nut? Oh, I taste the nut.
And there's a weird ashy flavor to it.
Yeah. Tastes like ash? I don't know. Yeah, man. Well, fuck you, Johnny Walker, with your expensive ass
bullshit.
booze. Let's look at that fucking Belfagor video. How was your Christmas, by the way? How was your Yule?
Yule's better, but yeah.
We're late a week because we had Yule.
Yeah.
Us and our tribe, we had Yule, and it just ended up being like everyone just coming down here and getting shit housed, and just stupid fun.
Your couch is very uncomfortable, by the way.
You shouldn't have slept up there. You should have bunked with Alex.
Well, I didn't want him to wake up in a compromising position.
Well, he would have. It would have been funny. All right. He would have. He would have woke up with his wiener out.
Yeah.
His fucking Hawaiian weenie just flopping around in the wind.
Walking on it, just leaving that trail in between his legs in the snow.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. That was a fun night, though.
That was
I had
a fun
good time.
night. That was a very fun night.
And then I just hung out, like, the Christ Mass Eve. I went to see my dad and my stepmom. And then yesterday I had my mom and my siblings and nieces and nephews and all them over for dinner. And just kind of hung out, and it was pretty cool. So then
So I'm going to put this on. I don't know if these guys will be able to hear it.
Yeah, it's coming.
And we'll only listen to it for a second. But their videos, they're just so much fun. I just love Belfagor's videos.
Yeah, the big torches at night and it's like playing all the church.
It gets so sexy in this. Nuclear blast!
Oh, yeah. That's the thing, like, black metal videos. Black metal videos went from being immortal videos to these big, like, theatrical productions.
This thing is a big theatrical. This is like a movie.
I have seen this.
Have you?
Yeah, I recognize that chick right there, the girl in white.
She just seems like fun.
Yeah. Like a screamer.
She looks cool, but she also kind of looks like a girl that would, like, ask her to buy her pizza and cocaine. If she was in Salt Lake City.
Well, it's not like it's probably been meth.
Yeah.
So.
You give me some pizza and meth?
I'm starving and I'm on a diet.
Their videos are fun, though. Yeah.
Yeah, all the flames and, like, making inverted crosses and all the blasphemy.
I love the church that they're in. That thing's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Are they trying too hard, or are they just being theatrical?
That's trying a little bit too hard.
You think so?
It makes... I don't know. I have particular views on black metal.
Oh? Do tell.
And this is very commercial.
You think so?
This is commercial, either equal to or a little bit more than Cradle of
I don't think it's that bad. You think it's that bad?
Timid Borgir. It's the kind of videos they have.
Yeah.
They're like over the top fucking blasphemy with the pig's head and the fire and the Mother Mary and zombie and, you know. But, you know.
That was fun.
The old school for me is like them running through the forest looking like assholes.
Getting lost in the forest.
Like the Black Satans, you know.
Yeah.
That's just great.
All right.
But
we watched part of that. I did see that there's like the park rangers in Finland. One of their main jobs is rescuing black metal bands that get lost in the forest. Just helping them get home.
It's like, cool. I was just out here, you know, wanting to burn some fireballs in the air at night, and I got lost.
We were doing a album cover, and we got lost.
Get lost.
We got Yor got us lost. Can you please help? It's like, yes, I will help you.
I will help you again. Aren't you the same kids here last week?
I'm an evil motherfucker, Joe.
You don't know what that is, look it up.
Oh, man.
Black metal phone call.
I wonder if you even deserve to know if you don't know what it is.
What I mean is evil and darkness. I'm an evil motherfucker, Joe.
I shot a motherfucker. I love it.
Oh, man. That's so good. I forgot about that.
I never forget about it because my name is Joe.
Nah, that's true. It just randomly pops up every once in a while. Somebody will say something. I'm like, oh, yeah.
That guy was cool. I know what's going on here. Some tab just
Google's open up. They're listening to us.
Hi, Google. Hello, Google, my old friend.
Hey, Google, go fuck off.
Go fuck your mother with my dick. Or, whatever.
It's like, hey, Alexa, turn off everything.
Yeah, so we don't allow that shit in this house.
Me neither. I don't have that shit.
I don't like that.
I don't even like having a camera on my phone sometimes because, they can just turn that on remote control.
I will go into friends' houses that do have the Alexa shit and just start changing shit.
Oh, that's the one I was telling you about.
Walk in there and be like, Alexa, play Marduk. And it's like a person that's not in the fucking Panzer Division at all.
Christ raping black metal comes on.
Yeah. And they're like, what the fuck did you do?
So I told you the one time where I was at my friend's house and he has 2 of them. Those Echoes or whatever.
Fuck that shit.
And, he has everything hooked up to it. His TV, his PlayStation, his computer, like everything.
My God.
And so
I'd be afraid to go to his house.
Well, I was over there hanging out, and so I always say shit when he goes to the bathroom or stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I got a big black dildo.
Big black dildo.
And then the next day he's like, dude, I'm getting the weirdest fucking ads on my phone.
Big black dildo, big black dildo.
So the next time you're to someone's house that has one of them fucking little government listening devices.
Yeah, dude. Fuck around with them a little bit.
Yeah, start saying weird shit into them. And like even the other day, like my sister gave me a fish tank.
If they have a girlfriend, say adult friend finder, just over and over again. No, don't do that. And give them fucking divorced.
Like I seriously, like I got a fish tank for my little sister, and so I get it home, set it up, put some more water in it because I took most of the water out so the fish didn't die.
Right.
And
excuse me. I know I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
No, yes, you should. Compliments to the chef.
No, I hate that when people burp on fucking podcasts.
And we can not delete it.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do that shit.
So the next day, I'm sitting there and I get on my phone. There's all this ad for like fish food and like all this. I'm like, for fuck's sake, man, come on, man.
Give me a second.
Let me fill the thing back up with water.
At least let me put some water in it.
Feed them. That was the last thing on my mind.
So you had a good Christmas with your mom and everything?
Yeah. I had a good time. Had lots of food.
That's good.
Got all bloated.
Yeah. I made a ham and we had a bunch of people over. Well, just like close family members, but our family's getting fucking big anymore.
Yeah.
Just did like ham and funeral potatoes and, had mom over and opened the presents and shit.
Yeah.
And it was fine, We don't make a huge deal out of it anymore. We more make like a big deal of like having people over and eating and just like all kind of
catching up and talking,
being together, as cliche as it sounds. But obviously we spoiled the little boys, but everyone else just kind of wants to hang out together and see each other. And
pretty much, it's just the kids for me. I get the kid stuff with my mom. I always get my mom something.
No,
I got her fucking iPad Air Pro 4th gen, like the brand new, the best one that iPad makes.
Yeah. And
I got that and a little pencil, and it was like, actually, listen to this. So I spent about $1,000 to get these.
Oh, yeah.
And I fucking spoil the shit on my
Spoiling ma, dude. You got to.
And, because, she's pretty old.
Yeah.
She's 77.
Oh, okay.
And wait a minute. Let's see. No, she's 78. And so, she has like an Apple computer all-in-one, but it's over on her freaking kitchen table on a hard wooden chair, but she's got this badass motorized recliner with the heater and the USB ports and everything. I'm like, there you go. You can just sit there, kick your feet up, get on FaceTime, and
you are good to go, huh? Oh, yeah, man. That's awesome. Take care, Mom. All right, well, let's play a song. Are you familiar with Blodigel at all?
No.
No? Well, you're about to be.
The name sounds familiar, though. That Black Mass Liturgy, is that a Profanatica song?
I don't know, man.
It might be a cover. I don't know.
You tell me if it is when we're done.
All right.
Here we go. Blodigel, Black Mass Liturgy. What you think of that, Micah?
It was good. It was raw as fuck.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was.
I like. And I love that old fucking just sick fucking raw black
Just
metal.
fucking titty fucking black metal.
Titty fucking with.
I'm saving the last song for last.
Because it's the last song.
I keep saying all these great things that are just stupid as shit. Like when we were having our ritual, I was like, "This is the first time we've all been together since the last time we were all together." Everyone's like, "Yeah, man, we know." Fucking
we were there.
You fucking tard.
Maybe we should just have a disclaimer saying you at least have to have a 6-pack or 3 shots in you before you listen to this.
Joe.
It'll all make sense after that.
Joe says some dumb shit sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna save David Hammer for last.
Yep.
Because yeah, I'm still sick. I'm excited for you to hear them.
Hell yeah.
So I really want to get your synopsis on that shit. You ready to go with the motherfucking game, Holmes?
Jeez.
Let's do this. Truth and Consequences. This is the game. Mike's going to read some shit, and based off of reactions, we will have to drink or not. I don't know. Is that a good explanation?
So I've got multiple choice questions to ask Joe.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I'm being nice. And
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, he's dying over here. And then if he gets it wrong, he drinks, and if he gets it right, then I have to drink. So it's pretty fair, except for the really shitty questions.
Also,
AIDS.
If something's really funny, Micah gives me a mulligan, and he's like, "I'm just gonna give that to you because it's funny."
Sometimes it just these answers just come up, and you're like, you have to pick that one.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's true or not; it's funny.
Yeah. All right, man. So this is the game, Truth and Consequences.
Here we go.
Yeah, man.
All right. According to Purdue University, it takes this
That's
many
in Indiana.
Licks. Yeah, Indiana.
Fuck Indiana.
It takes this many licks to get the center of a Tootsie Pop. 342, 138, 741, or 666.
We are 138, baby.
We are 138. 342.
Son of a bitch. All right. I'm already losing.
I know. Well, that's just the first one.
Okay.
All right.
How many you got? A lot?
We can go for a little bit, yeah. So the most popular artificially constructed language ever published, so like the fake language, is called Stephanie's Hypertext Markup Language, Esperanto, or Pig Latin.
Pig Latin, because I haven't heard of the other ones.
Ever published.
Ever published?
Yeah, the fake language ever published.
I don't know. I'm still going to say Pig Latin because I haven't heard of the other ones.
Esperanto.
What?
I don't even know what the fuck that. Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
So this one has to do with an old rock podcast.
What?
Yeah.
Shut your fucking pee-pee.
This substance can
Occultist
linger.
ritual.
Yep, it linger in your butthole for years. This substance can linger in the body for up to 336 days when consumed. Stevia extract, penicillin, cannabis, or crocodile.
Well, I know it's not cannabis because that's 30
That's like,
days.
yeah, a month.
I don't think it's...
So stevia is that sugar shit.
I don't think it's stevia.
And then penicillin or
Oh.
crocodile.
I'm almost certain it's not penicillin because they used to give that to like in fucking the Civil War and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Crocodile.
Cannabis.
What? That's 30 days.
Weed. THC is...
Oh,
cannabinoids will stay in
shit.
there. It's a trick question.
The more you know.
The more you blow.
You bear me?
Yeah. That goes.
Ow. Look, I cut my fucking thumb today.
Jesus, dude.
Cutting fucking potatoes.
Yeah, my cuts are almost healed up on my hand.
Like the fucking Mick I am. Dude. Just sitting there cutting potatoes.
We'll
Singing.
just change it to the Mick and Mac show.
Singing. Yeah, Mick and Mac. Holy shit, dude. That'd be great.
It's your...
Oh, fuck, man. This is the Mick and Mac show.
It sounds like a morning show.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, the Mick and Mac show.
Mac's back for the attack.
Coming at you from the fucking zoo of our fucking poo-poo.
Salt Lake City.
Today we got strippers that are in their 50s, but they're still going at it. And I appreciate that.
We're going to send the next song out to them. Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Their new song, a brand new hit from Def Leppard. I heard their drummer only has one arm, bro.
Put a diaper on me. The U.S. Supreme Court building has its very own zip code, swimming pool, hospital, or basketball court. I think
I mean,
this one.
They're old as fuck, so I'm going to say hospital.
Basketball court.
Why?
Because I know off...
Why?
I don't know, because they're fucking losers.
Can you imagine that one old lady
All
out
right,
there
we're deadlocked in a vote. Let's go play basketball, man. We'll
trying to fucking do some layups? What
Maybe
was her
that's
name?
how
RBG or whatever?
God,
Can you imagine that bitch trying to like shoot free throws? They have a basketball court. Oh, because of Clarence Thomas.
Mhm.
Because he's a black man and they like basketball.
Okay, here's a good one. Men have about half as many blank as women. Brain cells, neurotransmitters,
Nope.
hair follicles, or
Nope.
nerve receptors.
Hair follicles.
Nerve receptors.
What the fuck? I suck at these games.
We feel more pain.
Oh,
Think about it. Nerve receptors.
I was just thinking because men lose their hair more often.
That's what I was thinking.
than
We have
women
more
do.
body hair. We have chest hair, belly hair, facial hair. Well, some ladies do have fucking facial hair.
Look at that. Huh?
Yeah.
Look at the nipples.
Looks like a fucking, like a vagina on your chest there. He's got his shirt up, if you didn't know. It's like a little old 70s bush on his chest. Like
I have a 70s pussy on my
chest gina.
You know what? That sounds like a compliment, and I'm going to take it. You have a vagina of chest hair. Go all down from your V down to your ball pro.
And then they got a little treasure trail from the end of the vagina
Better
down to your
bet
fucking
your
belly
ass.
button and your fucking,
But it ends at my asshole, so it's even even specialer trail.
It's the full circle. It's a circle of life. Except for the circle of
It is,
hair.
dude. That's where the treasure is, in my asshole. You gotta milk the prostate. The circle of life. Elton John knows about milking that
Oh,
prostate.
he certainly does.
Sir Elton John, sorry.
He's a sir. Well, not anymore, right? Wouldn't he be a lady?
No, because he's
lord or lady.
No, because he's a man. He just likes pee-pee. I like Elton John. I think a lot of his music is good. You're a fucking asshole, dude.
There's a couple of good songs he did in the 70s.
Circle of life, I'm still standing.
Disney, no thanks. You know, did you know that Disney...
Did you know that Disney was owned by the aliens?
Yeah, like aliens, you mean Zog?
Yeah, the Zog. Fuck.
Zogites.
They can never let you have anything.
No. Did you know that they actually refused to put out The Nightmare Before Christmas? And so they took one of their sub-studios to release it. And then when it started making money, all of a sudden they slapped the Disney name on there. It's like, it's a Disney movie now. And it says it's Tim Burton's movie, but it was his idea. And
it's based off of Halloween Town, right?
Yeah. And so they had everybody else do that. And he actually was not there directing, producing it. He would just come in every once in a while to say, no, okay, that's good. No, yes, no. And he had like creative direction.
To have bad hair.
Yeah. I tell you, I met him.
Did you?
Yeah. Was no, it was really nice. Like I was up at
she takes a walk.
Sundance.
Oh, yeah? Were you doing security or something?
No, I was working for this company doing photography.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm up there and we're leaving.
Yeah.
And because I had a model with me, and so we're leaving, and we're stuck, like fucking not moving, leaving. And I look over, I'm like, no fucking way, he's right there.
So packed with traffic and shit.
He's just right there on the sidewalk. And so I'm like, fuck this. I throw him park and I jump out and I walk up. Excuse me, sir. I'm like, you're Tim Burton, right? And you can tell with that fucking Frankenstein hair.
His fucking Cure haircut.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, I don't want to be all weird. I don't want your autograph. I just want to say thanks for the cool movies over the years.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And he stuck his hand out, so I shook his hand. I'm like, thanks again. I hope there's some.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
That's how you.
And he just had a look of shock on his face, like. Someone just said thanks, and that's all they wanted to tell me.
That's all it is, dude.
I don't want to slurp his dick.
I did the same thing with Mike Williams from I Hate God.
Yeah.
When I was in Arizona. He was creeped out by me. He's actually shorter than me. Can you imagine that? Yeah. I just walked up and I was like, hey, man, I don't want to waste your time or fucking bug you. Just want to let you know. I flew down from Salt Lake City to see you guys play tonight, and you're one of my favorite bands, so I just want to shake your hand and say thanks for the tunes. And he was like, what? He was just taken back there.
Yeah.
He was just like he was very appreciative of it, but he's just like so shocked.
Know how to react.
I didn't fucking want something from him. I didn't want to try to offer him booze or drugs or anything. I just want to be like, hey man, I like your fucking music. Thanks. Shake your hand, be on your way.
Hey, thanks for the tunes, all the good tunes over the years, bro.
That's it.
Hell yeah. And that's the way, definitely got it.
That's how you do it, dude. All right. So we kind of got off on a tangent about Tim Burton. And
we do that.
That's fine.
So 1 in 3 adults are ophidiophobic or scared of opioids.
Wait, what is it?
Ophidiophobic.
Ophidio. Okay.
Opioids, Shakespeare, or Orpheus, or snakes.
What the fuck is Orpheus?
I don't know.
Orphidio.
Ophidio. Ophidiophobic.
Oh, fuck, man. Well, I suck at this game. I'm really bad.
So
I lose on
opioids, Shakespeare, Orpheus, or snake. I think Orpheus is a Shakespearean character. I'm not 100% sure on that, though.
So that would be 2 questions in one.
So
or, no. I mean, it would be two answers in one.
Kind of related, yeah.
Ah, fuck it. Shakespeare.
Snakes.
Oh, fucking hell.
But you know what? I'll take one because Shakespeare's funny.
Hear how British
She's like,
I said that?
I'm scared of fucking Shakespeare.
I did say fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
I love saying that.
I'll take one.
Yeah. Thank you. I suck at this game.
Was that the other rum? The dented brick?
No.
Sailor Jerry?
No, that's how bad I am at this game. I fucking finished that ball and I had to get back into the run. No, that bottle's right there.
Well, that was the first one I drank, so wasn't that one?
No, that was the dented brick. No, the first one you drank was the Sailor Jerry.
Here we go. You better get this one.
Jesus Christ.
The word expressly used to describe nicely shaped buttocks. You snorted.
I'm a titty man.
Calpignian, circumvented, indignant, or voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Nope. Calpignian.
No one says that. No one said that.
Well, except for Montgomery Burns.
Nobody has said that word in fucking 50 years.
I know. Well, it's like when you're driving, you press the acceleratrix and the deceleratrix. You know, it's old-timey talk. But I agree, voluptuous.
I agree.
I'm gonna hear. That's a half and half on that.
All right, yeah.
That means they're like curvy and shit.
Calafia fika fucka.
I look like fucking Roman.
Yeah.
I ain't speaking Latin no more.
Yeah.
Russia has a similar surface area to the Indian Ocean, Pluto, Nunavut, or Antarctica.
What the fuck is none of it?
I don't know none of it.
Okay. Antarctica.
Pluto.
Motherfuck. I almost
That's
said
actually
Pluto.
kind of crazy. Like, there's
I
as
almost
much
said
landmass in fucking Russia as fucking Pluto.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That poor planet. It's a planet again. I don't know if you heard.
It's always been...
they said it wasn't, and it was, and it wasn't.
Well, it's
now
a
it is
dwarf.
again. Yeah, it's a dwarf planet.
It's a dwarf planet.
Well, they were trying to say for a while it was just ice.
So, there was this book back when I was in elementary school, and it would discuss... What the fuck? What's going on over
It's
here?
hilarious, sir.
All right, go ahead and ask your thing.
No, finish your shit.
Well, like, there was this book that would tell you about the Greek gods and the planets they're related to.
Okay.
And Pluto was Hades.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, that book always intrigued me, and that's how I kind of got into, like, interested in, like, occult and dark shit, because Pluto was Hades, and Hades was, like, the devil. So it fascinated me, and so it kind of sent me down that rabbit hole.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, you want to do one or two more?
Let's do one or two more. I ain't scared
This
of
one's
you.
pretty good.
I don't care. I'm losing, though.
Speaking of planets, in space, the lack of gravity makes it impossible to normally cry, undergo digestion, make out, or snap your fingers.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Read it again.
In space, the lack of gravity makes it impossible to normally cry, undergo digestion, make out, or snap your fingers.
Undergo digestion.
Cry.
Cry? You can't
I
cry?
thought that too. Well, when you cry, it's not going to drip down your face. It's going to fucking float out because it's fucking no gravity.
Who's in space crying their fucking eyes out?
The girl up there, that guy won't fuck even though they're scientifically supposed to fuck because she's too ugly.
Oh, yeah. She takes everything as a compliment, and she should not.
All right. That's all I got for now, though. That was the last one.
All right, fucking no.
I wasn't sure how many I had left.
Ah, bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. All right, we'll play a song. This is Darkest Path to Death by the band Thy Feeble Savior. And I am going to go pee-pee. All right, guys, that was the Feeble Savior song, Darkest Path to Death. What the fuck is Kwanzaa? What is it? There's shit on Sesame Street about it. It used to be widely celebrated amongst African Americans, I guess.
Yeah,
but
supposedly.
It's kind of dying out, I guess.
Didn't Kamala Harris say when she was a baby they used to celebrate before it was invented?
She's so full of shit.
My family always celebrate Kwanzaa. I have such great memories. I'm like, so how did you celebrate it before
She's
it was invented?
Indian.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way they would have celebrated that shit.
Well, remember she was an activist and she was there in the riots. I want freedom. Remember that when she was talking about that shit? She's so full of shit. She doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah, she doesn't know. She's coming or going. All right, so what the fuck is Kwanzaa? All right. So at like the onset of this, Kwanzaa has some good principles, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was first reading about it, can you bring those up?
Yeah,
the 7 principles.
So these are the 7 principles, and basically what they do, they have a candelabra called the Kinara, and it looks like a menorah from the Jewish faith.
Yeah.
And I read a lot of things that they're kind of pissed about that. The really hardcore Jews are
Who, the Zog?
Yeah, they're really pissed off. Like, that's basically just ripped our shit off. But when we get into it, it's like, yeah, we'll get into it. So anyway, today is December 26th that we're recording, which is the first day of Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa to you.
Happy Kwanzaa, brother. My brother. And so they set forth everything, and I'm going to read what each candle represents. It's the 7 principles, and it's Nguzo Saba.
Okay.
I practice these fucking things today so I can say them without clicking.
Let's hear what it is.
Number 1 is unity, and that is the big black candle in the middle, and that's Umoja.
Yeah, great.
And then they have the 3 green and the 3 red, which is the African thing that was made up. So it's self-determination.
Good.
Gujichagulia, which, unity, self-determination, good. Yeah. Here's where it goes to shit.
Good.
Collective work and responsibility. Ujima.
Wait, isn't that communism?
No, it's just plain old Marxism. And here comes another one. Cooperative economics. Unjama.
What the fuck is cooperative economics?
Co-op.
Oh.
Communism.
Oh. Okay.
Another Marxist thing. And when we get into Bobby Boy, he was a black nationalist. He had Marxist views, and which today you can actually see where it came from because it was back in the 60s. So back on track. Purpose, Nia, and that's good.
Purpose,
creativity,
great.
Uumba,
creativity, good. Yeah.
Faith, Umani, that's good too.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
And but the thing is, like, the collective work and responsibility and cooperative economics. Yeah. That if it's a religious thing,
they sound loaded.
It's very political.
Those are loaded statements. Mm-hmm. Like where the other ones are just like simple words. Yeah. Unity, creativity,
self-determination, faith. These are good things to have, but then you start throwing in your little political shit, and then you're like. It's not like Santa Claus or Jesus or Moses. They're all like, it's like it's faith and determination and democracy. You know,
make sure your neighbor has as much as you do, even though he doesn't work and you work 2 jobs.
Just because you make $300,000, it means you should keep $5,000 and give the rest away to people that don't want to work.
Yeah.
So these are believed to have been the virtues used to construct African communities. And the color of the 7 candles, like I said, they symbolize the unity, the black, green, and red, which is the land, blood, and the continent, which to me is very nationalistic.
Yeah. I mean, they're nationalists. So red and any flags that you look at throughout history always mean sacrifice. Green usually means land or like prosperity type of thing. And then black, obviously the people of Africa are black. Yeah. Okay, so
darkness.
Nothing wrong with that. It's known as the dark continent.
It is called the dark continent.
The dark continent, yeah.
Is that a racist thing?
Who cares?
Or maybe it's just like nighttime there a lot?
I think it's just like known as the dark. I think it's because it's so unknown.
Oh yeah, like more of a mystery.
You know what I
like
mean?
yeah,
Like-
okay, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Because you don't. There's like 100 different countries in Africa, something like
And there's
that,
all these tribes that live there that we still don't know shit about.
and they all fucking hate each other.
yeah,
Like Rwanda.
Rwanda.
You know what I'm saying? Like they all fucking hate each other.
Speaking of Rwanda,
Yeah. So it was like 66, right?
yes, I believe
This
so.
guy, Bob Everett.
Bob Everett is his birth name, his Christian name.
He was part of. Was he part of?
He was part of the Black Panthers.
He was part of the Black Panthers, and he broke away from them.
Because they had issues of how they wanted
Yeah.
everything to go.
And he started the United Slaves movement.
United Slaves is what it was called.
U.S. movement. U.S. for United Slaves. They hate. So once he started that, he fucking hated the Black Panthers. Black Panthers hated the United Slaves
Mm-hmm.
because why would you want to be a United Slave?
You know what it was over?
Huh.
So, right now,
Right.
well, he did change his name to Ron Karenga.
Yeah. Dr. Mulanga Malana Ron Karenga.
And then
I don't know he's a doctorate of.
it's I think it's one of those like ones where they just give you because you're nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Honorable or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
Dennis Leary got one of those.
Yeah. And so what happened is the Black Panthers at that time, and anybody knows anything, the 60s were like the huge civil rights movement and everything.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And the Black Panthers were trying to get in control of, was it UCLA? I'm trying to remember. Let me see if I can find it. So they, like right now, Kulanga is a teacher in
Where?
a college.
Where at?
It's in California, go figure.
Of course he is.
I'm trying to see where it is in my notes. But so they were fighting over who was going to teach black studies and stuff there.
Right.
And of course, that's like what do you call it? That was the cover story because they were really, if you look into what was going on in the 60s, the Black Panthers and the United Slaves, they were like fighting for justice and equality, but they were also very militant, nationalistic, and they were causing a lot of crime. And it's always funny to me is like, things like this, we're trying to save this community by destroying it. Like, shut your fucking mouth.
So I'll just kind of sidetrack. If you guys watched the movie with made by Mario Van Peebles called Panther, you'll see a bit of kind of a scene where this is kind of just demonstrating this, where the Panthers are in the backyard of this guy, and they're all in like African, like what do they call the big shirt shit? I don't know. What the fuck it's called?
Big church?
Big shirts. They wear the big shirts.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called. Anyway, you can see an example of this, and I think they put that in there on purpose because in that scene they stole a bunch of the more like African guys that want to go back to Africa, Marcus Garvey type philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see a little bit of example of that in that movie. And then I thought there was another movie made about the Black Panthers, but I don't really remember it.
It's Marvel.
No, not that's the
Rwanda.
No, that's Rwanda. No, not Rwanda, dude.
Dude, that's totally historically fucking accurate. I read that. I swear in high school I was taught that.
What, Rwanda?
No, I'm
when they all
I'm lying.
slaughtered each other.
It's UCLA, and
Okay,
he's in control of the new Afro-American Studies Center.
Oh, really? Okay. So this guy, Rob Everett.
Yeah, Bobby.
Bob Everett set up two Black Panthers. Bob Everett was a CI for the FBI. CI is Cooperative Informant. He was a CI for the FBI against the Black Panthers. He was helping the FBI infiltrate the Black Panthers. He set up two Black Panthers to be killed Bunchy Carter, and another one whose name escapes me right now.
Oh, yeah. The judge talked about that. I watched a video of
Joe Brown.
Yeah,
Judge Joe Brown talks about it, if you guys are familiar with.
He had a TV show, didn't he?
People scored.
Was he on People Scored? No, Judge Joe Brown.
Oh, no, yeah. You can find
fucking Judge
Joe Brown. Thing, yeah. But they ask him why he doesn't celebrate Kwanzaa or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he is like...
Dude, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck this guy. So Bob Everett also... the reason why Bob Everett became a CI for the FBI was because he was arrested for torturing 2 women. Do you want to get into some of the details?
Yeah,
about that?
This is 4 years later, 1970, and Karenga and 2 of his followers were arrested and charged with conspiracy and assault and the torture of Deborah Jones and Gail Davis.
And
they're his followers.
Kidnapping.
Yeah, they kidnapped. Yeah. And so they kidnapped and tortured them. But I think it was holding them against their will because they were part of the movement.
Uh-huh.
They were like his followers, and he thought that they were trying to poison him. Like he started losing his mind, like getting paranoid schizophrenic. And so he took them. And he forced the women to disrobe at gunpoint, had them beaten, and this is a quote from him. Vietnamese torture is nothing compared to what I know, he informed his victims, whereupon he forced a hot soldering iron into the mouth of one of them, while had the other had a toe squeezed in a vise. Like those old school shit like your dad and your grandpa used to have fucking on the end of the workbench that you'd crank the fucking thing down to hold it in place while you worked on it. That shit on your fucking toe.
On your toe.
And so, according to July 27th, 1971, Los Angeles Times, that's, if you want to believe it, a psychological profile described him as quote, as a danger to society who is in need of prolonged custodial treatment in prison. The profile noted that Karenga, while legally sane, was confused and not in contact with reality.
So he was sentenced to like 10 years, right?
5, yeah. Well, he got 5 years, and then and he spent 4 of them in jail.
Well, because he took a plea.
Yeah, and that's when he started.
That's when he set up the Black Panthers,
and that's what he was. He became an informant, and that's why. I mean, he should have got I believe they said 15 to 20 years for each person of each of those ladies.
Kidnapping and torturing people. Why don't you just fucking take them out and fucking shoot him in the head,
dude? I would just think of this. It sounds like, oh yeah, whatever. And I'm assuming I'm gonna be a fucking dick and assume most people on this podcast that listen to it are like, you're like, oh, I'm just used to violent shit. But think about being tied up naked, and this motherfucker says, you think the Vietnamese know how to torture? I'm gonna fuck you up, and then comes up and sticks a fucking hot ass soldering iron in your fucking mouth.
Jesus. Even better, that was 2 women.
Yes.
Two black women.
Yeah, he was followers.
His own people. Imagine that being done to your daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or your sister. Or your mom. So, okay. So, look, guys.
It's dark right now, but...
There's the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. We discussed them. This guy who invented this thing, because it is an African-American holiday that was invented by this piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look, guys, there's some great principles in it, and we already acknowledged it. We're like, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Wait a second, what the fuck is that? Okay, if any of you are black and you want to celebrate your African roots, look, we're both fucking Norse pagans. We celebrate our family's roots. We celebrate our ancestry. There ain't nothing wrong with celebrating your ancestry, your people, your people's heritage. Stories, your heritage. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great thing.
You should, actually.
Yeah, you should. You should.
You should be proud of it.
But here's the thing. If you're just following some shit invented by this fucking cocksucker, you need to do some research, bub. You need to don't be lazy and fucking look into this shit, because he was a traitor not only to his own followers, but to his own people.
100%.
So, if you want to celebrate Kwanzaa just based off those principles, more power to you. But I'm just saying, man.
The more you know.
The more you know, because the dude that invented this shit, was a fucking cocksucker. Is a fucking cocksucker. And I even like kind of went into it like, okay, we're all human beings. We all celebrate the Earth getting closer back to the sun or going away from the sun, the harvest time, right? Every culture does this. Every fucking Navajos, fucking Norse, Russians, the Chinese, Africans.
Every culture does.
Every culture does because we used to be like an agricultural world, right?
Before technology.
Our food was based off of our survival was based off of our agriculture. So every kind of culture did this, right?
Great. The solstice, the equinoxes.
Great. Fantastic. We all did that. And there's a lot of like similarities when it comes to like people that are living in hunter-gatherer societies and semi-agricultural societies that do this shit, okay? Mm-hmm. There are good holidays from Africa, if you're black, that you can celebrate that do not pay homage to this fucking cocksucker. And don't get me wrong, I'm no fan of the Black Panthers. My ex-wife's father-in-law was jumped by them in the 60s because he was wearing his fucking army uniform and they happened to see him, okay? I'm not in favor of the us or the Black Panthers at all. I think they're both fucking asshole cocksucker fucking communists. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you're looking at your people, you're looking at your movement, and you want to celebrate African traditions, look up actual African traditions. You know what I'm saying? Ghana has one about the harvest, which is exactly what Kwanzaa
That's what
was.
He stole the first fruit, but who fucking has a harvest in the middle of end of December? It's too late. All your crops are dead.
Yeah. Ghana has one called, it's like Homoyo or Homowo, something like that. Look up other ones. Okay? One of the funny things about this whole Kwanzaa thing is it's based in Swahili.
Mm-hmm.
Swahili is not an indigenous African language.
Nope.
It's not. It's mostly Persian. That is not a fucking African language. People are being lazy and they're paying tribute to things that are not actual fucking ancestry heritage practices.
And the thing where Swahili, they do speak Swahili in Africa. But it's
just
over on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And everybody knows if you do any bit of research, and I'm a little bit older, but I learned in school, they talk about like, we need CRT, but I learned about the slaves and what happened with the slaves and the emancipation problem. I learned all that stuff.
Right.
But all the slaves came from where?
The West Coast.
Ivory Coast.
The West Coast.
West Coast. So they didn't even speak Swahili
Ghana,
over there.
Chad, Nigeria. Mm-hmm. I worked with a dude from Nigeria. He was one of the best guys I ever fucking worked with. He was very smart, spoke like fucking 5 different languages. Dang, but even he acknowledged this.
And so when he talks about, these African traditions, and it is, when you really go into, we're only touching on small things, which is psycho because we're saying a lot of things. But when you touch on it in the slave trade and everything, that's what it's based off of. Like, we were taken from our country and we were forced into slavery.
And granted, they were.
Yeah, it's legit. And there's a whole big thing I can go off on that. Why and who was selling it and who was buying. But when he's saying it's based off this, but it's all in Swahili, which is on the East Coast, that's like saying like people in New York are the reason for what's happening in California. It's the other end of the continent,
Yeah.
And so, I mean, a lot of people don't care. They don't care. I'm going to look past it. And that's fine. If you just want to blindly go through life without, researching what you quote unquote believe in, go blindly. Ignorance is bliss. I get it. I wish I could be that way, but I'm not. I'm an inquisitive person, and I love researching, and it doesn't always turn out to be like the best thing that I wanted. But fact being fact, this is how it is. And he's saying one thing, and it's lies. And a lot of it's lies.
Yeah, he's preaching one thing and fucking doing something else.
Yeah.
He's selling out his own people. He's torturing his own people. He's a fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, and now he's rich. He's rich.
Oh, well, that white guilt pays like a motherfucker, dude. Holy
it's like
shit.
a stripper, with a rapper. Ting, 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 ting. Just throwing the money out.
That white guilt pays like a son of a bitch.
Man, I wish I would have kept my fucking white privilege card when I was a kid because they gave it to me when I was 10, dude. I'm not going to keep a hold of that. I don't even have
Never got one.
toys. Yeah.
Never got one.
You should have signed up for selective service.
I was waiting for one. Well, I had a mother and a father. I mean,
you're lucky. You're spoiled with your two parents.
My father was a raging alcoholic and fucking meth addict, but I still had two parents.
At least he was there.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working since I was fucking 15 years old, but I'm very privileged.
I actually lied about my age to get a job when I was 15.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where at?
That fancy restaurant, Lakai.
Oh, no shit.
I was a dishwasher up there.
Oh, my God.
Everybody was on drugs.
I was a busboy over at, do you know where Blue Boutique is over on Redwood Road?
Uh-huh.
There used to be a restaurant called Diamond C's Restaurant.
I remember that. Long-ass time ago.
I was a fucking busboy there in junior high.
See? A couple of white boys. Manual labor. Yeah, we do it too.
So much privilege between
between us, man. Working underage just to make money, just so we could have money, and I was helping my mom out. Just seriously, Yeah,
I mean, half my fucking money went to my mom.
Well, I gave it to her because I have immigrant parents, both of them.
Yeah. And
I had a single mom with 5 kids.
Yeah.
And she's an immigrant, which is even more. At least she came from an English speaking. That's one up she had on other people.
Yeah.
But I mean, it couldn't have been easy.
Of course not.
Yeah. And so, I mean. That was my privilege. We got off topic there. Let's get back to Kwanzaa.
All right. So, guys, just like in closing about our thing about Kwanzaa, look, if you look at some of those principles and they register with you, great. Fantastic. Teach your kids those things and, celebrate the thing however you want.
Wait. Teach in practice. Show them how to do it.
Yeah.
Don't just tell them you have to fucking believe this way. Yeah.
Walk your talk.
Show them.
Walk your talk.
Show them why.
Because this guy who invented it, and it was invented by him, because Kwanzaa's
in 1966.
Not an actual thing, so while he used not an actual African language, he didn't practice these things.
No.
He clearly didn't. But if you find this and like some of these things register with you and your family, you guys celebrate them and you practice these practices, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to practice your ancestry or, actual traditions from Africa. Great. Do them. I encourage that. But guys, just don't be, the thing is, don't be lazy. Do some research. Know what the fuck you're practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Know what you're teaching your kids, and
what the repercussions could be of what you're teaching them.
If these, practices are passed down and down, make sure it's the positive things and not
the negative.
The weird. There's like 2 of them that are just kind of thrown in there that are weird.
Marxist
and
commies.
Yeah, commies. You know what I'm saying? Like. Just make sure you know what you're doing. Don't be lazy. Do some actual research. Talk to some actual African people. The fucking, learn. Social media is everywhere. You can talk to people actually from Africa who are not total cocksuckers or Nigerians trying to get your money. Like, talk to actual people from Africa. Learn about actual African traditions. Read books. Don't be a lazy fuck. And don't be like this guy. Because Bob Everett. That dude's cocksucker. So fuck him.
You think of this. There's a couple of white boys here, and we've been studying. And seriously, I was like, let's just do it on Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
And I was like, almost like a joke. Like, okay, nobody knows about Kwanzaa.
Because it happened to fall on Kwanzaa.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, if 2 white boys that know nothing about it can go and research, simple research. I went down a couple rabbit holes on the trials and shit, and they're like the LA Times, all this shit vanished after he made the deal with the FBI.
We hit the tip of the iceberg, dude. We don't know shit.
It's a big, long story, and you should go research it. Like, even just if it's interesting to you at all, you get the gory details. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ.
You're taken back by them. You're like, God damn,
I just thought this was
true
some
crime
holiday.
shit.
Yeah, and so if we can find these things. And it's not like I'm saying, fuck Kwanzaa, this is a piece of shit, don't do it. It's, you know what, if you want to do it, tear it up, have fun, you know what, but know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's like saying I'm really fucking. What's the best way to say this? It's like I'm really into something. Well, duh. It's like you're really into something. It's almost like the best way to say is like when you're looking at something online and you see all this clickbait. You see the headlines, but you don't read the article.
Yeah.
And that, to me, with Kwanzaa, I was like gonna have all this stuff, like, yeah, this is what they're doing, this and this. And then the more I was looking into it and reading online, I'm like, Jesus, it got dark real fucking dark quick. And I'm like, holy crap.
The first things you see are like all these positive, great, like traditional, like family traditional values, all these things that are great. But as you dig deeper, it gets fucking dark.
Quick.
It gets
murder,
dark.
Torture, kidnapping, and it's
betrayal.
And it's just like, man. And to me, I saw it as a power grab. But I mean, and I still like the most positive thing is, besides those two
weird ones,
those two Marxist things. Because if you look into it, the Black Panthers, they had the they're all the whole big communist movement in the 60s is just resurfacing again right now. But everything else was good. Yeah. And that's actually good stuff. But then when you get into the whole manifesto of it, and I'm going to say manifesto.
Well, he wrote a manifesto.
And it's like, oh, well, now you're just saying hate.
No, I mean,
it wraps around like almost like intertwining, like a braid. Like when you braid your hair, you had a good one, a bad one, and a neutral one, and you're overlapping, and it kind of goes that way. And he used what he was doing because he got power to manipulate and to just use it to his advantage.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think that's...
And it's rough.
I think that was his break with the Black Panthers because he had a lot of ambition and he wanted a lot of power, and they also wanted a lot of power type of thing. And man, I mean, it's one of those things like nobody hates women more than other women. And I know that's kind of controversial thing, but like women fucking hate women. But like,
what's the old saying?
No one hates Africans more than other Africans. You know what I mean?
That's why the
Rwanda, the whole fucking Ivory Coast down to the Cape of Hope, like that was.
War torn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, that was Africans selling their own people and shit. Like conquering other tribes and selling them into slavery.
They were selling their POWs from their wars.
No one hates other people. Like, no one will hate you more than your own people.
Your own.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I live in a house full of Hispanics, and they're from Nicaragua, and they will have a few, and they will talk some shit. Okay? That whole, only the white man is racist. oh man.
We're the tip of the iceberg.
I would love to introduce you to my wife's aunt, who's from Nicaragua.
I wish I was as racist as racist people.
Holy shit. All right, man. So there you have it. Yeah. Practice Kwanzaa if you want to. Just know what the fuck you're doing. Don't be lazy. Maybe research some actual African practices and shit from some actual African traditions, and maybe try to practice some of those, because this Kwanzaa thing was made up by a big cocksucker, and he does not deserve any of the credit that
he was an evil person. He still is.
He was not a good dude. He's not a good dude. Yeah, he's still alive.
Still teaching in UCLA, so send your kids to UCLA and fucking get them indoctrinated real quick.
Yeah, man. Dude, fuck UCLA. Fuck fucking USC, dude. Fuck all those Southern California.
I know, man. It makes me sad. I was born in Cali, and it makes me sad. I would never go back there. I'll go there to play some shows, but it's a shithole. Sorry, all my friends that live there, but fuck, dude, your state is fucking pile of shit right now.
It's not doing well.
I have a 13 tattoo, and I want to get it removed because of what's going on now.
A 13 tattoo?
That means you're from California.
I thought it meant you're a Sereno.
No.
Okay.
I'm MS-13.
Oh, shit. And with that statement, Micah just got us all killed. Thanks, Dickface.
Yeah, the gun thing hit that one.
You know what? I've had a cough for 2 weeks. I'm ready to die. Okay, we're changing gears here real fast. I'm excited to play this band for Micah.
Yeah.
And with this, we're closing out right now. Thank you all for tuning in to Rock Up Podcast.
Happy holidays.
You guys want to reach us, hit up rockuppodcast@gmail.com.
Talk some shit.
Also on all the social media bullshits. You know what I'm talking about. And thank you guys for tuning in. So this, with closing, is the band Demon Hammer, Opposition to the Cross, for your Christmas holiday. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Later.